Greetings, fellow stargazers. Welcome to the Night Blog.
The Night Blog.
Night Blog. Anyway, so we like to do something on here every now and then. Kind of go through some crazy headlines that we find that are real news stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I almost want to do a podcast weekly just on
These news stories.
because they're real. It just boggles my mind. It's
Isn't
like
it-
Florida Man.
Yeah, to think that this is happening potentially down the street.
There is a podcast called like What the Crime, and what like the first episode I listened to is just about what is it about Florida Man? Like what is it about
Right.
Florida? And they actually go into just talk about the headlines, the statistics, and why Florida. It's fascinating. I
Right.
can't remember any of it, but I just remember it being interesting. I'm like, why do these things happen in Florida? Part of it is like warm weather. Part of it is economic class of people.
I think it's the crocodiles.
There you go. Anyway, so why don't you go ahead and start us off? You have a couple, and I found a few as well.
Okay, I wanted to address this because I think it's important that we, as a human society, stop just arbitrarily naming our children after things that are cool.
Yeah.
And I put cool lightly only because it's not, set in stone that these things that are pop culture are like going to be forever timeless. You know what I mean? So you remember when Twilight came out? And I know whether or not you took part in it. Did you? How everybody started naming their kids like Isabella after Bella Swan, and
That is the last fictional character you want to name your kid after.
she's awful, and I
She's
don't know
terrible.
why two men were fighting. Anyways, two mystical men, and they're both beautiful. Okay.
She's
Anyways,
terrible.
so and people started naming them after the last book in the last movie. She had a kid, and she named it after like both of their mothers, and she named it Renesmee, which is just an awful name.
It is. It is.
And that became like the biggest name in America. Like everyone started naming their babies Renesmee, and I was like, bah. So right now in the United States,
There's gonna be a whole generation of girls named Renesmee that are going to hate Twilight with a passion.
oh yeah,
This is gonna be Stephanie Meyer's legacy. Is just this group of women livid at her.
I hope it becomes like a religion.
She's gonna be in the retirement home, be like, "You ruined my life because of you have this stupid name."
She's gonna have a line like their church on Sunday is just to go to her room and berate her for
you-
hours in that service.
Renee should just be my name, but it's my nickname.
It's real. This is real. So right now in the U.S.,
I'm just imagining this poor old woman in a nursing home being berated by grown women.
just for an hour
Just
and
for
a
an
half,
hour. Well, I paid $1,000 to be here for this day.
and the nurses have to let them because it's a religion.
It's my Mecca.
Face north. Is it north or is it west?
It's whichever direction Mecca is in, which
I
is
don't-
east for us, I think. But West Coast, is it west then?
Oh,
What if it's closer?
if you get like to a certain threshold, like in the earth, depending on how far.
I'm very curious now. I'll have to talk to some of my Islamic friends, and I was like, okay, anyway.
So
Go
right
on.
now in the U.S., the number one name for babies is Kylo Ren. Tell me what's happening. You have to explain why you're doing that because it's awful.
The cat litter is right there, and she doesn't bury her poo anymore, and she just laid a stinker. I am so sorry.
Let me tell you what she did do. Instead of like actually burying it, she just reached on the top and did this. And put nothing over it. She just like wafted it back and was like, yeah, that's a bad one. All right. And then left. She took the...
We are 4 minutes in. We haven't talked about our first headline yet.
I feel like, like when you're pregnant, you can't be around like kitty litter.
I've never
I feel like
been
I'm
pregnant, so no. But yes, I understand.
It's what would you say that smells like? Take out cat poop out of your mind.
It smells like death.
That's cheese hair.
That's the greatest description. That is cheese hair.
That's cheese hair, man.
It doesn't exist, but it does now.
Hot cheese hair.
Oh gosh.
Whew.
Oh, that's a t-shirt.
That's a t-shirt.
Hot cheese hair. Anyway, most common
Ooh.
name right now in America.
In America is Kylo Ren. So parents.
So like first, middle name, last name?
Oh, good question.
Like-
I thought in my mind immediately I read it as hyphenated. So Kylo Ren James. Kylo Ren James Jojo. I don't know. Well, that's a great name.
Kylo Ren James JoJo.
that should be a gamer tag.
I have this friend, Joey JoJo Jr. Shabadoo. Homer, that sounds like a made-up name.
Oh.
Wait, Joey JoJo. Sorry, Simpsons reference.
No, I picked, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, to me, that's bad news. That's bad news for us as a society. I mean, because, like, it's not that it's not a cool name. Like, you can't make it cool.
Yeah.
You know? Like, Kylo Ren James, to me, is actually kind of like a cool name, you know? But it's Kylo Ren. Not only one, is it the murderous grandchild of Darth Vader? We don't know if it becomes anything better than that or worse. But we also, like, don't know anything about, like, this character's longevity in the world, you know? Like, what's going to happen to him after the movies? And when your kid actually gets of age to go get a job, this guy who watched Star Wars all those days ago is going to be like, wait, your name's what now? And then be like, KJ.
Yeah, my name's Kyle.
Yeah, my name's KR. Yeah, Kyle. It's just going to become Kyle. Yeah.
That's what, like, Renesmee, it's just Renee.
It's just Renee, yeah. Anyways.
But you know, as far as names go, like Star Wars names, it could be worse.
I agree. Unkar.
It could be Unkar.
Yeah.
That's the number one Unkar. We have a bunch of kids like, my name's... Just call me Uncle. It's weird.
Yeah. Alright, what do you got? Hit me with a headline.
This started here.
Okay.
Down here.
Bottom
and we're
line.
Going further down.
Great.
Complaint.
Uh-huh.
Man threatened to shoot off his penis after argument with wife.
No, I heard it wrong. The man threatened to shoot off his jangle bangle
Yes.
after an argument. Not the wife threatened to shoot his off.
He's like, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna shoot it off. How would you like that? Huh?
I'm gonna shoot my penis off if you don't come back here. What? That's a terrible. I feel like a wife would be like,
okay,
cool, man.
Who wins here?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't lose.
What does this prove exactly?
Unless the argument was she wants children.
He'd still have the testicles and would still be able to produce
extraction.
sperm. There could still be extraction.
That's a bad headline.
Yeah.
You go ahead and do another one.
Okay. Okay. Man inserts eel into anus. Believed
I knew it.
As folk inserts eel. Man inserts eel. There's no other place that eel's being inserted to.
I said the sentence in my head, but I mean, it may have been more crude in my mind.
But believed as folk remedy for constipation. Let me tell you, after the hospital visit, he was no longer constipated.
It's because
the eel died in there, but actually dug a hole in his duodenum in there, so they did repair that.
No.
And the doctors were like, how did this get in there? It was like, the only explanation they gave at first was, it was an accident. That's the only explanation he gave.
In what world and situation could an eel going up the pooper be an accident?
This world. But then finally after the surgery, he was like, I was constipated. And that's...
It's just that moment where you sit down with your dad where he knew you were lying. He was like, just, did you knock it over? And you're like, no, I promise. And it's 3 hours later and you're like, I'm really sorry. And it's they knew, and the doctors the whole time were like, oh really? Did you stick it up there to fix it? Yeah. How'd that go for you?
How'd that go?
Yeah.
It made it worse.
Right.
Here's your bag to poop in now. You will never be constipated again.
Here's your trophy.
Here's your bag.
All right. Okay, so this one is just this is irony. Okay. This article was pure irony. So,
okay.
A fire team is called in to put out a fire.
Okay.
On their way there, their truck catches fire. So they have to call the other fire truck to come put out the fire from the fire truck to then go to the fire and put it out with the fire truck.
They couldn't put it out themselves.
And I hear Benny Hill music in my head.
They're running around with a guy in a banana costume.
So to me, that's that's terrifying. If you were to see that there's a fire truck coming by with its sirens on and it's on fire, you would just think, that's it. The world's...
It's like the scene in War of the Worlds where the train just barrels past them and it's on fire.
Yes.
And then the things come down, it's on fire, then it passes, it goes back up, but they just continue on their journey.
You have that moment of just this is life now.
This is life.
What else you got?
Okay.
Take us out with a good one.
Oh, I got two good ones.
Okay.
48 cars. crashed into the same house during last year. This woman who lives in this house, it's in China.
In 1 year?
In 1 year, 48 cars have crashed in this house. She actually says she wears shoes she can run fast in.
At all times?
At all times. Because she's had to run.
I feel like her constant position is just like...
I want you to understand that's 4 cars a month. That is almost 1 car a week.
Where could your house be?
Evidently, it's at a tight turn.
It must be.
That cars just... I have a friend right now who lives in China teaching English as a second language.
Okay.
And some of the things he shares on not Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not allowed to have
whatever their version of Facebook is. I had a friend that taught English, and he had to do the same thing.
Yeah. And he... Sometimes he starts like, can you just like not drive against the flow of traffic?
Yeah.
Can he not like kill me today? And just I'm like, how does life function there?
Yeah.
I remember reading another article that will happen. Like, let's say you in China you get hit by a car, what the person will do is back up and try to kill you. Because the punishment for killing somebody with your car is less than the punishment for injuring somebody with the car, because they say, I can do a couple years in prison, but if you're alive, I am responsible for your medical bills for life. Because that's the way the law's written. Yeah! Like, it is... I don't know how you live there.
That's terrifying.
Some of that stuff. I know that's probably not like the norm, but there was a problem for a while.
Yeah.
And I have some friends that do live in China now who are from China. That like one of them was at the ministry, and man, riding in the car with him sometimes was frightening. He got pulled over one time, and he was like flabbergasted, like, "What did I do wrong?" And they're like, "Officer, like everything."
You just did it wrong.
You just did it wrong.
Everything you just did there?
The guy's a sweet, nice guy.
Yeah.
I miss him dearly since he moved back. But
yeah. I feel like that...
if we were going somewhere, I was driving.
That lady's going to go to sell the house, and she's going to have to just give it away.
Yeah.
It's going to be like every showing she has, someone dies.
Huge concrete barriers just up the front. There's warning signs, beware of cars.
She just needs like her own bridge. Or like an up bridge that goes over her house. Like
Just
as
a
they
ramp.
go to, yeah.
That what it does, it just launches it straight in the air and then back on the top.
Not my problem.
Yeah, or
right.
like you become NASCAR driving on the side.
Oh yeah, like hit the corner and go
Yeah.
swerving up. That's the only... I feel like if you're getting hit that much, your location is such an issue that like the government has decided we're just gonna let them run into until you decide to get out because we need to tear that thing down.
We're gonna let them tear it down for you.
I feel like it's one of those houses where they went to build the highway and said, "Hey, we'll buy this from you. We need you to move," and they said no so much they just built like the road on with the house there.
You're assuming that they would offer to do that, and China's like, just go around.
Just build it. Just pour the concrete.
Pour the
We're
concrete.
good.
Don't worry about safety.
Yeah.
All right, last one.
Okay.
I didn't even read the article of this one, just because the headline said it all. 2 alligators.
2 of them.
2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Walk into a bar.
Left behind after Pennsylvania home eviction. So, people, whoever, evicted from their home.
They had 2 alligators.
Landlord goes, they left them there. And they look, I gotta pull up the picture. They look full grown. Select all. No, don't select all.
So they lived in this home? Like 2 alligators. Okay, so help me understand the fact that, like, you get evicted from your house, and the first thing that happens is what? Does anyone go through the home?
Yeah, you are. Okay, they're not full grown. They're look.
Are they puppies?
Puppies. They're puppy alligators.
Puppy gators.
They're adolescent alligators, I guess.
Okay.
Kids.
Teen gators.
It is legal to own them in the state of Pennsylvania.
No, it's not.
We may transport them to another state and release them if that's another appropriate decision to be made on them.
Or why don't you just feed them some humans and let them stay at the house?
Pittsburgh regulates... Oh, this is in my wife's hometown. Pittsburgh... Oh, it's in Baldwin, PA. But Pittsburgh regulates exotic animal ownership, and a local adopter would need the right permits. You need the right permit. But, we just left them there. We evicted... There's the alligators. Free alligators. Free alligators! A kiddie pool of free alligators.
That's what I was gonna think. It's just like a giant box, like, huge, and it just says free alligators on the side. You assume it's a joke. And you look in and see teen gators.
You want one? Do you have the right permit?
Yeah.
If you have the right permit, it's free.
What if that's like a license they have? They're like concealed carry and then like alligator permit. When we
got the cat that left the stinker, hey.
What is this?
Hey, no. Don't touch that. We got that cat we're just yelling at off Craigslist. We
In an alligator box?
well, no, she charged like I think a $10 or $25 adoption fee
Okay.
because her cat got out and got pregnant, and then they were gonna get her spayed. But then before they could do that, she got pregnant again, and that was our litter.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so we ended up getting this cat off Craigslist. Nice family.
Yeah.
Nice people. Which is, I have to charge an adoption fee because if I just give them away for free, some people will, like, just take them to either use, and this is the sad part, bait for their fighting dogs to get them
Okay.
aggressive.
Yeah.
Or, this is the sad and funny part, feed them to their snake or, like, reptilian exotic pet.
Hey.
Then I'm like, the first one is just sad.
Yeah.
The second one is sad, but kind of amusing.
Yeah, like, I'm mad at it, but I accept
I get
that.
it, yeah.
No, I understand. So if you see a big sign that says free gator, it might be real. If you're in Pennsylvania, what is that?
Hey, stayed up until he got home, and then like, hey, we're going to bed. He go to bed. He walks. He goes, oh man! I hear it. Blows out the candle, and the next morning when I see him, he goes, dude, that was good, but screw you, man! All night I've been starting to get to sleep until the Jasmine. It's just
It turned into a swear word overnight.
it did.